Hey, congrats on the win, Coach. I'm just wondering, it was a tale of two games out there. What happened in the first period from your perspective, right up until the timeout?
Well, one of the things we discussed all week, but prior to the game too, as a coaching staff, was that we didn't know what the hell to expect the first 10 minutes. Two teams hadn't played much. We played one game, they didn't play any. We knew it was kind of going to be like a bit of an adventure. It was junior hockey at its finest.
It was fun to watch, but I'm sure not what you really wanted to see for game one. What was your message to the guys during your timeout?
Just settle down and relax, make plays. One of the things we're been preaching since day one is to manage the puck. And, they did, the Czechs did a good job. They were willing to give up a chance or two to get a chance. And kind of that little bit of Russian roulette style. And we figured it out, held them to two shots in the second period. But the timeout was just about settling in and let's play responsible hockey.
Thank you. Terry Jones, go ahead, Terry.
Uh, you had experience with this tournament once before. Last year's Canadian team was all the way to the gold medal game. They didn't have 1 minute when they were losing any hockey game. How important was it to have adversity early?
It's always great to have adversity when you win the hockey game, Terry. That's for sure. But no, that's my experience. This is my fourth World Junior, and the thing I've learned in it all is expect the unexpected. And you put in a style of play for your team, but it never goes the way you draw it up. So it's your team's ability to be able to adapt when it's not going that way. And the other thing it's taught me is that in junior hockey, don't be shocked at anything in terms of the way the games and that unfold. So adversity was good because we won the game, and hopefully we can learn and grow from that.
Did you go back to 2011 or whatever it was? Was there a situation there where you, in retrospect, wish you had taken a time out?
I can't remember last week, Terry, let alone 10 years ago. So no, there was no. I just thought it was the proper time. Between that series in Buffalo and the 10 years I've coached, I've called lots of timeouts. It's a feel.
Thank you, Terry. Sam Constantino, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, hi Dave. The message at the timeout, more lighthearted or more heavy-handed than what was kind of the key thing that you think turned it around and what you said?
No, it's just calm. Just play hockey, protect the puck, make good decisions with the puck. Don't try and play the whole tournament in the first 10 minutes of the first game.
Eric Leblanc, go ahead.
Hey Dave, yesterday you were saying that your team is still a work in progress. Is this what happened in the first period? And how did you set the plays that the defensemen were pinching? Who did wrong? Was it the defenseman or the forwards?
I'm sorry, will you repeat the last part of that question? Sorry.
Just like to know on the three goals from the Czechia, was it mostly the defenseman that did the wrong or it was the forwards?
Well, it's always the five guys that are on the ice because your team has to be interchangeable. And basically the way the game's played today is your position is basically just where you line up for the face-off. After that, you have to play the game. You have to make decisions. And it was the five-man unit, and sometimes it was the forward not covering for the D, and sometimes the D not making the right decision. So it wasn't just one or the other; it was a combination of them both.
Mark Master, go ahead.
Dave, what stood out to you about Owen Power's performance tonight?
The three goals. No, it's I think he came as advertised. You know, his poise with the puck. He's got a real low panic threshold. You know, he can protect pucks. Just his whole thing with the puck, his whole poise.
What made you want to move Connor Bedard up, and how do you feel he responded to that?
I moved him up. I think on the second goal he might have got an assist in that. So I thought he had good jump, good legs. I thought he was physical, and I thought he was good with the puck.
Thank you, Mark. Donna Spencer, go ahead.
Hey, Dave. So, how much do you think maturity that Owen and gained from playing for Canada at World Championships this year? How much of that gone through tonight?
You were cutting out there, Donna. There was an echo. I think you asked me, was there a correlation or an advantage for him playing in the World Championships to his play tonight? Am I correct?
Both Owen and Cole.
Oh, it's huge. You know, it's the pressure of playing for your country. It's the excitement of playing for your country. It's the experience about playing against the best in the world. So I'm sure they drew, you know, on ice experience from it, and certainly from a coaching point, we're drawing on their leadership off ice from it.
Thank you, Donna. We have time for three more. Kevin McGran, go ahead.
Coach, you said Owen Power came as advertised. What were you expecting in this young man before you got a chance to coach him in your private person?
Just what I seen tonight. Good puck poise, calmness, low panic threshold, just overall real good play.
And if I could add one, what did you think of your goaltending tonight?
I liked it. I thought thought he started strong, rebounded well. I liked it.
Thank you. Last question, Mark Spector. Go ahead, Mark.
Dave, a little more Owen Power here. You've seen hundreds and hundreds of players in your career come through. Can you characterize this guy? We're watching a player that looks like he's going to be a good defenseman for a franchise guy for a long time. What are your thoughts on big picture on this player?
Well, his on hockey. I mean, his on ice, the passing, skating, shooting, Mark. You know, it speaks for itself. You know, it's elite in that. It's his calmness. It's you know, that the whole balance that he brings, and you know, he's able to keep that even keel. And he's done it at the Worlds. He's done it in Michigan. He started here at the World Juniors, and we expect him to continue in that. So. It's the ability to play the high performance game with a calmness, and I'm not sure you can teach that. You know, I talked to him previous about it, and he was a real good, I guess, still is a real good box lacrosse player. And then my discussion with him around that was that how much that taught him. You know, how to roll off checks. Basically how not to panic when you're under pressure. So that would transfer over to hockey in terms of being able to protect the puck and knowing that other teams are going to pressure you, and that, you know, how do you escape from that?
He's getting compared to Chris Pronger here, Pietrangelo and stuff. Do you see a player that's going to be able to handle that pressure and those expectations? Is it bad for the player or good?
Well, it doesn't matter because he's got no choice in it, right? It's out there, but I think his demeanor is such that it's not going to bother him, and you know, to be compared to Chris Pronger, Chris had that mean streak about him. I don't see Owen getting to that level, but I coached against and had Peter Angelo on the World Junior teams, and I see a lot of similarity there. That ability to escape under pressure.